Hi guys, today we're going to be checking out a Plants vs Zombies times Pokemon type game releasing this week called Riftbound. Launching on May 12th, Riftbound, created by Barrel Smash Studios, is a new tower defense game that, as you can see, shares a lot of similarities with our beloved PvZ. Also, when I say this is a Plants vs Zombies times Pokemon game, I'm not kidding. Literally, if you look at the FAQ section of the Riftbound website, it says Riftbound was primarily inspired by games like Plants vs Zombies, Tapper, and Pokemon, but also takes influence from some aspects of ARPG games like Diablo for some enemy encounters. So if you're looking for games like Plants vs Zombies on PC, then this game is for you. So yes, basically, as you'll see from the footage throughout the video, Riftbound takes the tower defense mechanics from Plants vs Zombies, the evolution aspects of Pokemon, and smushes them together. You can particularly see the Pokemon-ness with the character designs that are very much in that anime style. From screenshots, there are a variety of different elemental creatures you can choose, including fire, ice, rock, and shock, and these can be evolved throughout the game to become more powerful. As well as the elementals and their own attacks, there's also a spell system in place. Spells are broken down into two categories. We have primary spells and combination spells. All spells work like instant plants, I guess, and can be used to give you the edge in battle. Primary spells can be used at any time, but combination spells are probably going to require you having elementals from different elements, such as fire and shock, for example, for the spell to be cast. There are over 20 spells in total. Now, this game has a much reduced selection of characters in comparison to PvZ. There's only 5 different elements. However, what you can do is customize and upgrade these characters in many different ways. There's an almanac type of book that has an upgrade section. Unfortunately, there isn't a huge variety of upgrades, but hopefully these are significant upgrades that have a large impact on your playstyle. In terms of the story, it's quite light-hearted from what the website says, and other than what you can see, you and your adorable creatures battle it out to try and stop the never-ending waves of undead. I wonder where I've heard that before. From what I can gather, something known as the Dark Rift has opened, and basically we have to try and close it to stop the undead from coming through. There will be a whole host of characters we'll meet on the way, such as the Great Oak, and in a very PvZ style, these characters will pop up at the bottom of the screen. I'm not sure whether these will be voiced or have the Crazy Dave type of sound effects. Similar to PvZ Adventures, this game doesn't really have worlds per se, but you do travel across the world, entering different biomes on the way. Presumably, these different areas will have their own quirk or mechanic you need to adapt to. From an art style perspective, I think it's alright. Not sure if the Pokemon styled elementals quite match the undead creatures, and I feel the camera angle on the battlefields is a bit strange. It'll be nice to see how a 3D looking tower defense game could work, but for me personally, the art style certainly isn't one of the highlights. Finally, in terms of platforms, Riftbound will be available on PC at launch. It'll be available on Steam, and then other platforms may be announced later. I'm assuming they're going to wait to see how well the game is received before doing any ports. However, the game does have full controller support, so I guess that leaves room for potential console versions. Overall, I think this game looks pretty cool. I don't think we've really had an official game studio recreate a Plants vs Zombies styled game for quite some time. From the looks of things, this is Barrel Smash Studios' first game, and that to me is a little bit more comforting that Riftbound has been made by a company that really loves what it's doing and not necessarily heavily focused on the money making side of things. Finally, I just have to say a huge thank you to a guy with basic knowledge for telling me about this game. Anyway guys, that's about it for today's video. Let me know what you think about Riftbound in the comments below. But other than that, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, turn on notifications, and if you want to support the channel further, check out my Patreon page by clicking on screen now or through the link in the description. Okay, thanks guys, bye.